Hello and welcome. Good morning to this webinar from CM.com, where we today discuss how to increase conversion and customer engagement using pages. My name is Ravinder Sampat and I will be hosting today's webinar together with my dear valued colleague Pierre-Yves Gibout, who will give a wider understanding of the product pages and obviously give some answers to the question of how to increase conversion and customer engagement. Please feel free to drop any questions in the question pane during Pierre's talk, and we will get to your questions during or after this webinar, which will take about 25 to 30 minutes max. So yeah, that's it for today. I would like to give Pierre-Yves the stage. Please take over and tell us a little bit more about pages, please.
Good morning all. Thank you, Ravinder, for the introduction. I will start by sharing my screen so you can all see what we are talking about. So I would like to start with a short introduction about what mobile landing page is. So mobile landing page is a web page that is tailored for your mobile device and which is usually sent out via an SMS. So what is Pages? Pages is a product CM has been working on for the past 6 months. We have working closely with a few markets of us, especially France, UK, South Africa, and Japan. For this market, the mobile landing pages are a really important features, especially for some industries which are using it widely already and are using it to increase conversion and customer engagement via mobile. So what we have done is to work on a product that we are now launching on the market. And the topic of today is to tell you how to increase conversion and customer engagement using pages. So first of all, a few takeaway on pages. So what's in it for me? What's in it for you as a partner, a customer of CM? First of all, in terms of reach of your audience. So maybe you might not be familiar with SMS, but SMS is the best messaging channel to reach out to your audience, because on average we see an over 90% delivery rate with SMS, which can go up to 95 or 85, depending on whether your database is qualified or not, or whether it is a transactional message or marketing message. Usually for marketing, average delivery rate varies from 85 to 90%, which means it is huge in comparison with email, when delivery rate can be quite low. And open rate for SMS, like people actually reading your SMS, is on average about 95 to 98%. So a customer that receives your SMS will open your SMS, and I think that is really powerful. Next to that, we think Pages is an engagement booster, because what you do is you create a mini website designed for a mobile device that will be branded to your product or your brand, that will show rich content, and therefore you're going to create a marketing scenario about a product you want to promote, a customer event you want to organize, and that is going to enhance the customer journey and the customer experience. So this is about engaging customer with your brand and having rich content, interactive content, and something more. We can even talk about gamification in comparison with a plain, let's say a plain SMS, which is just only 160 characters. I guess you can picture the difference. There is a whole world between the two. Optimizing performance, it's simply because we have thought through the fact that you need analytics to work now. Everyone needs data to understand how customers behave and interact with the page. So if someone is scrolling through the page, if someone is clicking on a button, and who is actually interacting, because this is what you want to know eventually. Who is interacting and who is interested in knowing more information, or who is actually going through the payment page. We have had a case of a customer that wanted to an issue about the people not going through the payment online and leaving the website with a basket and their empty basket. Then we would, send a campaign with a landing page and a call to action for the consumer to go back to his cart and actually make the purchase. So knowing who is doing what is going to help you understand your customers' behavior and eventually boost your return on investment. Last but not least, increased conversion. We have noticed that on average, conversion is twice as high with an SMS including a landing page compared to a classic SMS. So this is on average. This is something we have noticed. It's not. It will not be the truth for every campaign you will send, but on average, a campaign with a link will click more than a campaign without a link. Why using mobile landing pages? A few stuff I want to highlight because I think it's important for you to understand this. First of all, we are talking now about rich content. So you will basically be able to enhance the mobile experience of a consumer with your brand thanks to videos, call to actions, images, of course. You will be able to create online customer surveys and also add QR codes, for example. So we are really opening the door to many possibilities for you to explain your creativity via mobile landing pages. In addition to that, we talk about text freedom because one of the limits of SMS is actually the limitations of the characters you can use, which is 160 characters. With mobile landing page, you can create as much content as you want, and therefore create even multi-page scenarios. So you can have multi-page in your landing page and with as much content as you want. If you want to tell a story to a customer, you can tell a story to a customer. And I think it's a game changer to what you are used to. And about future-proof, because the product we have built, and that is really important, is looking toward the future. We are not, we want you to use this product for as long as possible. Therefore, this product is compatible with other messaging channels, such as Google RCS or OTT channels like WhatsApp or Viber, which means if a user cannot be reached via RCS, for example, and there is a fallback to SMS, a landing page will be sent using Pages. This is slightly technical, but then it's this can be a question I will happily answer at the end of the presentation. And one more thing is we have built this product in a way that we can easily upgrade it. So if you need another feature, for example, you want some gamification components, or you want extensive online surveys, online survey tools, we can build this rapidly and have it for you ready in just a few days. Continuing, I wanted to have you, for you to have a look of the possibilities you have. These are examples of campaigns we have sent either internally or to customers. And you can see the possibilities that are offered to you. I mean, your creativity is actually the limit here, and you can use a range of features from video to QR codes to images, whatever, just to show you the possibilities that you have using Pages. One more slide, and then we go through the product demo. I want to highlight how simple it is to start and send out a campaign with a page on the CM platform. So basically, everything can be done in 5 steps. The first one is to import your database, your SMS database into the CM platform. Then to create your message together with the page, and then you select the page you want to send out, you send your campaign, and you see the analytics. So sending a page can be done in just 5 minutes, literally. And hopefully we'll have time to see this live. So I would like now to show you how it works, because this is what this webinar is about. And for this, I'm going to go to the CM platform. So I am now on So yeah, I am now on I have an issue with, okay. Sorry about that. I am now on the CM platform on the application Pages. So what you see here is a test account I am using. On top right, you can see it's a test account. If you have your own account, you will access this tool and you will see your name on top of it and the name of your company. This is the overview page where you can see all the landing page you have created, and that big blue button here is the call to action to create a new page. For this webinar, I've created for you a dedicated landing page, which I'd like to use for the demo. Let's see this page. So once you access your landing page, the first thing you see is a section. The sections is where you can create your scenario, your customer journey. So here you're going to be able to create pages within your landing page. So for example, I can simply add a page like this, and which means that when your customer opens your landing page, it will not only have one page to scroll through, but 3. And I will show you how to link these pages together so you can create a scenario and have your customers have a real customer journey and a full experience. So I am deleting this page, these internal pages. I can obviously reorder the pages, but for the sake of the demo, I'm going to keep the page 1 as the first page. So then I'm going to edit the page, and it looks like this. So as you can see, I have an overview, and I can navigate through my different pages from this interface, and it works as intuitively as this. I just need to drag and drop elements into the page for it to work. So if I would like to add an image, I just need to drag and drop an image here, and then either upload a file or link it to a web address. All right. So I would like, for example, to show you how it works if I would add a video, because I think this page is missing a video. So what I'm going to do is to drag and drop a video at the bottom, and I'm going to need to add a link to this video. So for this example, I'm going to go on the CM website, have a look at the company video, and copy paste the link here, and you can see the video being added at the bottom of the page, which just took me 3 clicks to do. Then on this page, a few things I want to highlight about the text, this text block here. As you can see, I have added a dynamic field called first name. So, which means we will link your page to the database, link to the phone number, and if you have the first name filled in, for example, or the email address or the gender, we will dynamically fill in the page with personalized information. So then when we receive this landing page, it's going to show hello Pierre-Yves instead of hello nothing. This is one way you can make sure your landing page is contextualized and personalized. What I've done here is to create a call to action that is redirecting to my page number 2. As you can see, I can select the page I want it to go. And in order to create a customer journey, I want this button to go to the second page, because on the second page, I've created a customer survey. Here, I'm going to engage my customer to fill in his details, which I can make required or not. And for example, let's say you have a database of phone numbers and first name and last name, but you are actually missing the email address to, send them an email campaign. What you can do is to create a landing page and send a landing page via SMS in order to collect email address for then continue with your marketing journey through an email campaign. Or you can also do a customer survey after an event to measure satisfaction of your customers. Well, you get the drift here. The possibilities are endless, and you can do pretty much what you want with this tool. The submit button, we have created a component that is called submit. On the left here, you have a submit button. So it is the one I've drag and drop here. This submit button will automatically save the data in the database, so then you will be able to see what a customer has filled in. And the last page, what I've done is, if I click on the submit button, I can select the page 3 as the page to go after having submit my my online survey, which means the customer will then go to this page here, which is a page only accessible if I have submitted the survey. And here it will say, Pierre, thanks a lot for your input. and there is then a call to action. Because we want to thank this customer, we're gonna ask him to pass by our office to retrieve a gift, and in this case the gift is a piece of cake, for example. What I can do is to create a QR code, which I've drag and drop from here, a QR code, and I've selected a custom field to be the email address, for example. So, which means my QR code will be unique, and when I scan it, when the person goes to my office and gives me his barcode to scan, it will show his email address, for example. But it could be whatever. It could be a unique code that is in your database. It could be a unique token for an entrance ticket to an event, for example. Just to keep it, or this could be an email address to a an address to a link to a website, for example, CM.com. And then by scanning this, I will go to CM.com. So this is another example of the features we have. I will briefly show you how it works with the analytics. Let me see, a page has been sent. So for example, when you after you have sent your page, you can access the most in one page. You can see the most useful data as the opening rate, how many pages have been opened, if a form has been submitted or not, and then for the buttons and images, what has been clicked. And if I want the details, I just click on buttons or images to see which button has been clicked in which page. Ultimately, I can also export the data, and in that data set, which is a CSV, I will see all the information about who has done what. So as you can see, I can see that recipient 1 has opened the page only. Recipient 4 has clicked on this specific button. If someone fills in information in an online survey, I will also see this information. Lastly, I just want to show you how quickly you can send out the campaign. So via the CM platform, we have an application to send out SMS campaigns. So I will access my SMS campaign tool and create a new campaign. So pages, webinar. So I am selecting a database I have previously uploaded and go to the next step. Here, I will for the sake of the demo, I will say, hi, first name, please have a look at my landing page. So same as in your landing page, the SMS is actively filled in with the data within your database. So first name will be replaced by the actual name of the recipient. And what I'm going to do is to select my page here in the drop-down menu, the Pages webinar, and add it to my SMS. Each pages in an SMS is shown as a unique URL, which is shortened and unique per recipient. which means I know then which recipient has clicked on my landing page. So I have a sharp indication of my click-through rate or conversion. It's the same. And then I just need to go to the next step, check if everything is all right. I can either schedule my landing page or send it now and press send. So as you can imagine, I don't have your contact for this this demo, so I have sent it to myself. So what I'm going to do is I have a UK number, so you can see that the page has been sent to a United Kingdom number. It's been delivered, and this is live, huh? And I'm clicking now. So if I refresh, you will see that I have my number has clicked, and not only me, but also my French colleagues have been who were aware of this webinar, so they are playing the game and they also clicked on the page. So if I go back now to my tool, Pages, and I am actually briefly filling some. If I go back to my page now and check the statistics, you can see that it's actually been filled in with data, and I can see that people have clicked on buttons on page 1, have submitted a form on page 2, and etc. etc. This is live statistics, so they will update live, and you can obviously, as I said, export the data. So this, I think, is all I had to show you about landing pages. I hope you enjoy the demo as much as I did, and feel free to tell me if you have any questions.
Thank you so much, Pierre, for this nice introduction and the story behind it. Looking at the question pane, yeah, if you have any questions, please drop them in the questions pane of this webinar. You triggered something. I mean, in the retail landscape, abandoning your basket is something that occurs so many times. I've heard this from so many retailers, and you talked about it briefly. Can you elaborate a little bit more on how CM Pages is actually a nice solution for basket abandoning in retail?
Yes, Ravinder. It's actually a huge issue for the retail industry, as it's a loss it's a potential loss for retailers. So doing this, what we can do is to trigger an SMS to be sent as soon as someone leaves his basket and do not go through the payment process. So we can trigger an SMS with a landing page inside that you have created in advance. That message is triggered with your landing page, and in that landing page, because we have dynamic fields, we can fill in with the first name and triggering the customer to go back to his page, and adding a button with a link which is also dynamic to his specific payment page. So then we drive the customer back to his purchase journey through the retailer website.
Yeah, thanks. That sounds fantastic to have that solution available. I have a few questions coming in. On the unique URL, will it be our own page or will it have the cm.com/unique URL in Pages?
Yes, so currently the URL will be shown as cm.2/ a unique token. This is because we want to have the shortened link shortest link possible. However, if you would like to have your own dedicated URL, this is doable, but it's going to be on a case-by-case scenario. It would not be an option available widely for everyone.
Right, because it also has something to do with the amount of characters within the SMS, and this is the shortest solution possible for that. Okay, I got a comment on the abandoning bags. Someone saying that's a perfect solution for targeting Black Friday. Yeah, probably it is. Another question: how do you export the data from the fields you use, and is it linked by an MS-ISDN number?
Yes, good question. So the data is exported as a CSV. So then you can just access the data yourself and play with it the way you want. In addition, the data I've shown is currently missing the phone number as a column. So we only have now recipient, like a unique recipient ID, which needs to be linked to the phone number. It is something we are currently working on. We have a team of about 100 developers at the headquarters in Breda, in Netherlands, and about 5 people are actively working on this product. So we launched the product last Monday. It is still going to be developed because we are missing a lot of cool and interesting features, but this one is definitely on the roadmap and should be live by next week.
All right, great, thank you. So more to come on that subject and better improvement of the product. Pierre-Yves, thank you so much. We're running out of time for this session. Thank you so much for sharing the update on the product. If there are any more questions, please feel free to contact us via CM.com or contact your account manager. We are always happy to help you out, even if there are any questions popping in your mind after this session. So please feel free to do so. Thanks again, Pierre-Yves, for your time and energy, and thanks everyone for joining. This session is recorded and will be available to rewatch later. Thank you for now and have a great day.